Hola amigos, aquí estamos con el señor Stanley, donde lo hemos dejado la otra vez. Vamos a ver dónde vamos a ir. Bueno, no te voy a hacer caso. Me han recomendado que... Un suscriptor me ha recomendado que vaya a la sala mental o esa hostia. Que yo creo que ya sé dónde está. Era después de pasar lo del jefe. Así que vamos a ir directamente para allá. No te voy a hacer caso. No te voy a hacer caso. Eres un plasta, tío. Yo creo que habría que encontrarse con el tío este, con el narrador, y habría que pegarle una paliza para dejarle bien fino. A ver si se calla ya de una vez. Porque es un chapas. Es un verdadero chapas. Vale, sí. Sí, que sí. 2, 8, 4, 5. 2, 8, 4, 5. Eso es. Ábrete, sésamo.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Vamos, colega. Vamos. Ábrete, ábrete.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward.
Ahí está. Muy bien, campeón. Ya era hora. Vale, vamos allá, vamos. Continuamos. Vale, ahora había que bajar por aquí abajo. Perfecto. Vamos allá, ya estamos ahí.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest.
Ya hemos llegado abajo casi.
Es
un chapas este tío, es un chapas. Pero bueno, ahora cuando entremos a la sala mental o eso, hay que escucharle. Así que vamos allá. Aquí se hizo la luz. Sí. Instalaciones del control mental. Madre mía, me da hasta miedo entrar. ¿Cómo se cierra? Ah, cojones, ya pensaba yo. No se iba a cerrar. Yo creo que era que... ¡Cojones!
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Va, continuamos. Es muy grande esto, ¿eh? Pelis, papel... Más papeles aquí. Cámaras.
Now the
Mira,
monsters
chaval.
came to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
O sea, se nos han estado vigilando a todos. A todos. A todos y a cada uno de estos. Tía, pues tiene bastantes trabajadores, ¿eh? Joder. Bueno, seguimos. La madre que les parió, chaval. Hay 600 trabajadores. Y Fírez. El último se llama Fírez. Ah, no, hay otro más, en blanco. Ahora que sale aquí un tío.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Zumba cojones, ¿eh? ¡Wow! Vamos.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the
¿Dónde nos lleva este ascensor?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for
Es increíble esto, tío. O sea, quiero comer, pum. Yo puse un botón, ¿no? Control offline. Disable. ¿Y ahora qué hago yo aquí? Tipo... Vamos aquí a ver.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Off, on. Off, on. Apago o enciendo. Apago o enciendo. Enciendo o apago. ¿A qué doy? La suerte es. Por culo. Lo enciendo.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say...
2 minutos? ¿Para qué?
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're going to die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some
Oh,
extra
tío.
time on the clock. Why
Creo
not?
que la he liado.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Madre mía.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds
¿Qué
ticking.
tengo que hacer ahora?
You're only still
¿Qué
playing
tengo que
instead of
hacer
watching a
ahora?
cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge.
Estrés.
You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
Oh.
Will you cling desperately?
Oh.
Or will you let it go peacefully?
Me voy.
Choice. Make it clean.
Ah.
Or don't. It's all the same to me.
No.
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second
No.
of your miserable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Oh. He matado a Stanley yo ahora. Bueno. Vamos a volver.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Vamos a volver.
What could it mean?
Y en vez de...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting
En
room.
vez de dar a encender, vamos a apagar. A ver qué pasa. Porque dando a encender,
Stanley came
por
to
lo
the
que se ha
set of
visto,
two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
la he palmado. La he palmado, tío. La he palmado.
Yet there was not a single person
Cállate.
there either.
Ya.
In a wave of disbelief,
Cállate.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Que me voy, tío. Me voy. No te quiero hacer caso. Solo te haré caso en el botón de apagar. No te voy a hacer caso en más, tío.
Secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway.
Bueno.
Quelle surprise.
Dos. Ve. 2. 8. No. Ve. Ve. 2. 8. ¡Ah! Es que no me sale de apuntar, tío. Ah, está abierto. Va, timadores. Me querían timar. Vamos para abajo. Venga, vamos. Toda hostia.
Stanley walked straight ahead
Sí.
through the large door that read Mind Control
A ver qué
Facility.
pasa ahora. A ver qué es lo que pasa ahora. A fuego hay que ir.
The lights
Venga, que sí,
rose
que
on
se
an
encienda la luz,
enormous
venga.
room packed with television screens. What
Dispersaos.
horrible secret
Vamos
could
al
this place
ataque.
hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Tiki, tiki,
Did he
tiki,
have
tiki,
the
tiki,
strength
tiki, tiki.
to find out?
Tiki, 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 tiki. Vamos de paseo, vamos de paseo. Venga, las cámaras, sí. Estoy vigilado por todas partes, sí. Son unos cabrones.
Each
Hay que
bore the
pegarles un tiro a
number of
todos.
an employee in the building. Stanley's
Por
co-workers.
espiar.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And
Están invadiendo mi intimidad.
eternally
Mi
monitored
intimidad de
images
tocar botones.
nothing.
No puede ser. No puede ser eso. Venga, ascensor. Ahí viene el ascensor. Pensaba que no bajaba. Ahí está. Vamos, venga, vamos. Venga. Vamos. Venga. Ahí está. Vamos. Para arriba. Vamos a apagar el sistema, o esa hostia. A ver qué cojones pasa. Venga, que llegamos. Tú puedes. Sigue. Cállate, narrador. Cállate. Sí, ya sé dónde tengo que ir. Que sí, tío. Eres un chapas. Voy a apagarlo, hombre, a ver si te callas tú también.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machine...
Oh. ¿Qué pasa ahora? ¿Se ha muerto Stanley? Hola. Hola. Está oscuro.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
¿Cómo que?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
La luz, hijo, la luz.
His co-workers gone. How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Qué bonito.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Pajaritos, mira los pajaritos. Oh, qué bonito. Sí. ¿Dónde está mi casa? ¿Salgo? No sé si salir, Ahora sale por ahí el render.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
Oh, sí.
The feeling of liberation. The immense
Stanley va a
possibility
morir.
of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley
Sí.
was happy.
Stanley era feliz. Sí, era feliz. Stanley era feliz. Sí, es feliz. Oye, pero si Stanley era feliz, ¿por qué vuelve al trabajo? Bueno, pues nada. Lo vamos a dejar aquí. Haré más vídeos. A ver qué otras cosas podemos hacer. Y nada. Nos vemos en el próximo episodio. Adiós.